Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So if you're new, what I'm doing at the moment is a free affirmations for new subscribers, and some of you that got down this week are in today for a free affirmations reading, and that will be every Friday. So I have a list of people at the moment that I will be doing affirmations reading for today. If you're not on the list and you're new, then this really is just a little taster of what you'll get. So I have cards in front of me, and each of them have a leaf on top, so I can't see what that affirmation is. And on the back, it will be kind of more of a description of what each one of them means. So I will be doing a card for everyone, and then I have a little box here which I will shake up, and I will pick randomly one out without looking. A little bottle of glitter, and it's got different colours in, so whichever colour I pick out will be the colour that I'm drawn to for you, and that will be something that you might want to wear or surround yourself with, because this will be your colour. So I'll start with the cards first. I think there are a few people that have subscribed, and I have asked people to comment so I can get them names down, because I'm new. I don't always see the names of subscribers until obviously I have a lot more subscribers. It's just the way it works on YouTube. So if I can ask anyone to comment if you would like to be in with the next reading, and obviously subscribe. But I'm going to get going for the ones I have listed here. So the first one up, I have Ruby Lewis, and I don't know if you can see it in the background, but I've got a bit of a sage that's burning, so I always make sure that I have a sage, and this is white sage, and I always make sure that I surround myself with light protection. You should never really do a reading unless you protect yourself. So that's what I've done. So if I take a little bit of time, I've actually got a bit of a sore throat, so I'm just going to take some water, and then I'm going to see what I get. Right, move this forward. Right, just give me a minute. So here I'm just calling on anyone that can help me with this reading. Anyone that can show me. So I usually ask my guides, any loved ones that passed over, my angels, and I'll ask them to show me what I need to be shown, if there's anything that comes up. But I'm going to see which card I'm drawn to. So I'm drawn to this one. I'm drawn to this one for the ring. So I'm just going to lift this leaf. And we have courage for this one. And on the back here, it says, life presents challenges, and facing these challenges requires courage. Sometimes it is courage to overcome fear or doubt. Other times it is the courage not to give up in the face of adversity, or to stand up for what you believe is right. Courage often means letting go of the familiar and stepping out of the comfort zone, delving into and utilizing the great inner strength that you have. And your affirmation, which you repeat back to yourself every day for as long as it takes to get in that is, I have the strength to deal with any challenge today that brings. I am courageous when others are afraid. So that's your card for today, courage. And I might have to mix these up after just so we can hide these again. Right, so we have the box. Right. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir around, and I'm just going to pick one randomly out for you. I'm sorry if this is really loud, by the way. I'm not sure how loud it is your end, but I'll try to be a bit more quieter in the future. So we have pink. And I think with pink, what I get with pink is, as the same as the card really, it's courage. It's an uplifting colour. It's quite bright and it's quite positive. So even if you're not really into pink yourself, it's not really about personality. It's about just really what people are trying to show you, whether you tend to wear that or you just have that nearby. I think colours really help you, and like they say, green for instance, that gives you courage in itself. People always say wear green because that will help you if you've got an interview or a meeting or something. But with pink, I just think it stands out, quite a positive colour, and I don't know why, and I think it's because I surround myself with white and pink as protection. I kind of feel like it's quite a protection colour, and I think, I think it's really, really good to have that drawn. So whatever it is obviously someone protecting you and keeping you safe. So there's that one. So I'm just going to have some more water. Right, so the next one we have is Tina May. And I'm just going to shuffle these for you. Right, so that's been shuffled. So I'm just going to tune in again and see which one I'm drawn to. And I think it's this one. Okay. So we have health. So this one says, the benefits of living healthily and caring about your body are obvious. The trick is realizing that the only thing in control of achieving good health is yourself. Be loving and attentive towards your own body. Give it the right foods, plenty of exercise, and enough sleep, and it will pay you back with the strength and vibrancy that comes with good health. And your affirmation that you should take with you: I have love and respect for every cell in my body. I will give my body what it needs to maintain optimal health. And I think that one's true for most people, to be honest with you. Not a lot of us look after ourselves nowadays. Me, for one, I'm suffering quite a lot because I don't look after myself. And I've chose that I need to change that round, otherwise I'm just running dry. And, it's like a car without fuel. You need to look after yourself. So I think that one's quite a good one. So I'm just gonna do the box for you. And what I might do, instead of shaking it, I'm just gonna give it a little stir. Just pick out a random one. Purple. For some reason, I have been drawn to purple myself lately. Whatever that is, I don't know. But purple is your colour. And again, that's up to you whether you may have already surrounded yourself with purple. You may be aware of purple. Maybe you have a possession or an item that you own. But it's saying purple is your colour. So I'm just going to take some more water and then I'm going to do the next one. If you're wondering why I'm drinking water, it's not just because I've got a sore throat. For anyone that's doing incentives, especially when you're doing tarot and you're properly tuning in and you're having things brought to you by your guides, it does take a lot out of you. It makes you quite tired. It can dry up your throat, you know, with clairvoyance and all that. But with these, I'm just doing cards that I'm drawn into, but it's still using energy. So that's why I'm drinking water, just in case, you know, you're new to this. I will have some future tarot cards that I'm going to read, so I'll properly go into proper depth with that one, and I will be doing incentives and tarots for beginners, and so you might be interested in that. This is just an affirmations. So the next one, we have Lucy Coombs. And again, I'm just going to tune in. Deep breaths really help as well. I'm drawn to something on this side. I'm not sure which one. Just give it a bit more time sometimes. I don't know, I think I'm drawn to this one. I feel this one for some reason. Right, this one is a nature card. So, nature. As living beings, it is important not to let our busy lives obscure the wondrous presence of nature in the world and our connection to it. Interacting with nature daily is good for our physical and mental health. Even if living in a city, we should remember to appreciate nature when we can. The tree on the street, the bird in the sky, the first breath of fresh air. And your affirmation, I am at one with nature. Today I will appreciate nature at every opportunity. And I think that goes with also being a take time out for yourself, and that's what it's saying. And before I read about the mental health, I was kind of thinking that myself. It really does help with mental health, and that's what I've done when I get days when things get a little bit too much. I have suffered in the past with my mental health, and I know that it's helped me to get out and go for a walk, or live. You know, I live by the sea, so I used to go sea swimming, cold water swimming, and wow, I mean, it did so much for my mental health, and just taking the dog for a walk. We go to this place that's like a lake, and it has a lot of nature, and we have streams, and there's ducks and a lot of birds, and it just helps because for 5 minutes you are able to just take yourself away from whatever it is that you're doing. And I think that's really important in the life of, nowadays no one has time to do anything, and a lot of people. Yes, so like I say, a lot of that, it really does go to show for everyone, we all do need to take that time out. Some more than others, I think, especially when your mental health is playing up, or you're not taking enough time for yourself. And I think with having jobs, or looking after kids or whatever else, and I think, like, even for myself over these last couple of years, that I just haven't took any time for myself, and I think it's hard because you do need to do that to keep yourself sane, really. And so I think that one is definitely, it's for most people, but I think that one's been drawn to you for now, and I think that's what you need to do. So I'm just going to pick a colour for you. Right. And we have blue, which is a little bit weird with what we were just saying about getting out, seeing the world, blue sky. Maybe even if you live by the sea, or just taking a little walk, or taking in some deep breaths. That's really what I think I'm getting with blue, but whatever you choose to do with that is up to you, but that is your colour and that is your card. So who we got next? We have Jane Williams. So I'm just gonna do what I have been doing for the last ones. Blew the leaves that time. That's typical, isn't it? Not very professional, am I? Right. I think I'm drawn to this one. Oh, I don't know with this one. Jealousy. Oh, I don't know what that might be. I haven't actually read these cards. These are new, so I haven't really read any of these yet. What am I getting from that? I think I'm going to just try seeing if I've got something that's coming across to me before I read it. I think a lot of jealousy comes from how we see ourselves as well. And I think that if we don't have enough confidence in ourselves, I think it's hard to see, really, not really what we have and what we don't have. I think it's hard to appreciate sometimes some of the things that we do. Myself, personally, I think it's hard sometimes to look at other people and think, why am I going through such a hard time right now, and I think it's just to remind yourself, really, and have a bit more confidence, and embrace anything that you do have. And that's what I'm getting coming across. I don't think it's particularly being jealous of a certain person, but let's give this a read. Jealousy. Most people feel jealous at one time or another. We can all agree that it is thoroughly unhelpful, even destructive emotion to hold. Jealousy comes from insecurity, what I just said. Low self-esteem as well. Like, honestly, I'm being truthful with you. I have not read these cards yet. Literally just got them out of the box. If I can find it. Don't even know where the box is. But yeah, like I said, low self-esteem and insecurity. So our task is to think more positively about ourselves again. So acknowledge the good things we have. Wow, uncanny. Not the thing we think we want. Also, remember the inner peace that comes with being simply and honestly happy for somebody else. And all of that, honestly, is so true. Your affirmation, I have too much self-esteem to ever feel jealousy, and I don't need to compare my life to anybody else's to be happy. Like I said, it's about embracing what we do have other than what we don't, or we might be going through a hard time, but try to think positive. And like I said, that really does go for myself, for the past and for the present, because at the moment sometimes it is hard to realise actually these things might be going wrong, but let's try to think about the things that are going right for us. And I think that's what really gets me through every day. So there's that. And we have right. Oh, a white one. I think white's quite a positive colour. There's a thing, like, and I think when you're surrounding yourself, for instance, when you're like me doing an intuition reading, kind of surround myself with a white and pink light, because I think both of them are quite positive colours. And white, I think that was given to you because it's saying try to be positive, try to stay positive right now. So that one's for you. Um, if any of the rest of you have just given a reading to feel like that you want a little bit more, then please comment or reach out to me. Um, I just feel this one like it's something that needed to be said. Sometimes you'll have things come out to you that they want to give you, and then sometimes you just don't. But like I said, in the future, if you want me to go into more depth or whatever, I might even do another personal reading in the future. And like I said, if you're new watching this, then definitely subscribe and comment your name, please, and then I can put you down for the next one on Friday. Um, so yeah, that's that one. So the next one we have is Crystal Lewis. I think I'm drawn to this one. And I always say I think because I always think sometimes it can pull you into different directions. Maybe you need to know a couple things. But I kind of just go by what I'm mostly drawn to. And I think it's this one. Wisdom. Now this is interesting, wisdom. So I'm just really going to see what this one says for you. So, wisdom is the fundamental gift that the journey of life offers. Every day is a new opportunity to learn something new about ourselves or our life in general from our experiences, both positive and negative. from our thoughts and interactions, from our successes and our mistakes, we can develop wisdom and use it, enrich our lives, and to impact the world to the best of our abilities. And your affirmation: I cherish and nurture the wisdom that life provides for me. I will never stop learning and improving. So this one really is another good, but they're all good in their own ways. But yeah, I think, and I'm not sure whether it's trying to say, but it just come to my head. I think life's got a way of showing you things, and sometimes our experiences, you know, it's up to us how we take them. We take them positive, negative, but it only really gives us more wisdom. So life in general, when we have things happen, you know, we can either choose to live and learn from it, and move on, or let it beat us up. But I just choose to take things as a learning curve. And I think really that's really what this is about: wisdom, knowledge, and learning from whatever it is that you're going through or have gone through. So there's that one. And the colour that I have, oh, white. So we have that one again. So positivity and learning how to live with whatever it is and take it as a positive and learn to move on from it, in a sense. I know things are hard, and I know some things are easier said than done, but believe me, I know it's hard to move on from certain things, but we can really take it as we want to take it, and we can learn from our life choices. That some of them might not be so good, but we take it and we learn from it. So there's that one. And I just say to everyone, if there's something that that really stood out for you, then please comment about it, because I want to know if there's anything really that stood out for you, you know, and if you're happy about the reading, or if there's anything more that you feel that you could have got from it, because I think it's good to improve as well. So if anything that I need to hear that might have good come from it, or anything that you think, well, actually, you know, I could have got a bit more out of this. Like I said, it is a free affirmations reading, and it's not a tarot, because with tarot you kind of go a little bit more into depth, but I think this is just a bit of fun, and at the same time you're getting an affirmation, something that's for you. And like I said, I'll be doing tarot in the future. So the next one, the last one we have on the list, is Sally Pavey. I think this one. Oh, fear. Fear. Are you afraid of something right now? I don't know. That usually shows itself in different ways. So I think with everything, it can show itself in different ways. You may feel, well, actually, I'm not scared of anything. What the hell is this about? But it can show itself in different ways. You can be afraid of anything. It doesn't all have to be, you know, I'm afraid of abseiling, I'm afraid of this, that, and the other. Could be life in general. Maybe something's on your mind at the moment. So I'm just seeing if I pick up anything from this. I think I think for this goes for most people, so it might just be coincidental. Money is always an issue, and that can be a fear as well. Finances, that's always a worry. Um, yeah, so I think that's what I'm getting from that one. It's just being afraid to know whether you're going to cope. Maybe there's something on your mind, something you're worried about, something in particular. Like I say, it could be coincidental, but I feel money's an issue. Right, so I'm just going to turn this one over. Fear, particularly the fear of failure, is the main thing. That's another one that holds us. However, when we look logically at the fear and realise that setbacks are not the end of the world, but in fact they are used to drive our future successes, we free ourselves to face challenges with a clear and confident attitude and strive freely towards becoming our best selves. With that, I just got in my head, I just got job, finances, maybe something to do with you're a little bit stressed out at the moment about money, and you're worried about how that's going to affect you, but your efforts in the future will pay off, whatever that might be. So your work now, it might go on your CV maybe, and something else will come available to you for the future, something a little bit better than at the moment. I don't feel that you're quite happy at the moment. For some reason, that's just coming to my head. I don't think you're quite happy about what you're doing, or you're at least stressed out about it. And something else has come to my head, and I think it's self-care. If you're not looking after yourself, if you're not practicing self-care, I think it's hard to have any patience for anyone else if you're not having enough time for yourself, and especially when you're working. And again, this goes for me. When sometimes if I don't take time out and I just work, I don't tend to enjoy myself as much. I think it's about appreciating people around you as well, and I think it's hard to have patience for anyone else when you're not looking after yourself. So I get self-care with this as well. And like I said, future successes. So I feel that it will pay off eventually, even if it goes on the CV. So we free ourselves to face challenges with a fair and confident attitude and strive freely towards becoming our best selves. And your affirmation: I am fearless, and I will not let fear prevent me from being my best self. So, whatever it is you're doing, just know that there's always something around the corner or down the road, and you just got to, you just got to be positive, and you just got to know that that your efforts will pay off. And like I said, with the self-care, so you need to learn to look after yourself, think positive. And I always think that whatever you're going through, you kind of just have to think about your future, and whatever it is you're doing, do whatever your future self will thank you for. So there's that one for you. So like I said before, if you're new and you haven't subscribed, then please do, because I have free affirmations which I do every Friday for new subscribers. And so I've just done my first one. That's really what you're going to get out of your reading. Like I said there, will be tarot card readings, intuition, and so much more. But that's going to go ahead and conclude today's video. So the next one will be next Friday, so please do get in and subscribe, and please can you comment your name so I have your name there. Once I have a certain amount of subscribers, I can then start seeing everyone's name, so I know if you're new and I can have you down for Fridays. But at the moment, please comment. And for anyone that's just had a reading, please let me know what you thought about today's reading, if any of it stood out for you. And you know, that kind of helps me as well. If there's anything that you can take from this, anything that you feel that you could probably get a bit more out of it. Like I said, it's not tarot, it's affirmations. And yeah, so I think I'll get more into depth with this later on. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next.